Good day, everyone, especially to our professor, Sir Mildring Barris. Good day, sir, and to our classmates also. Good day, everyone. So, my topic is the continuation of Miss Kate Lauren Llamazares, which is our topic is all about the anthropological foundation. So, the topic assigned to me is the concept anthropological foundation. First one is the culture transmission. Culture transmission in education is the primary means of transferring knowledge, language, and social norms from the one generation to the next. So, meaning, culture transmission refers to how knowledge, beliefs, values, and practices are passed from one generation to another or shared within a group. For example here, learning respect through Filipino traditions. In many Filipino families, children are taught to say po and opo when speaking to elders and to perform manu, placing an elder's hand on their forehead as a sign of respect. Second one is cultural relativism and diversity. Recognizing that educational practices must be adapted to different cultural contexts. Cultural relativism, this means understanding a culture based on its own values, not judging it using your own culture. Example here, in some countries, eating with your hands is normal and respectful, while in others, people use utensils instead of saying it's bad or dirty. Cultural relativism means you understand that it's acceptable and meaningful in that culture. Cultural diversity, this refers to the existence of many differing cultures within a society or the world. Example, in the Philippines, there are many ethnic groups like the Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, and Lumad communities. Each has its own language, traditions, clothing, and beliefs. This variety shows cultural diversity. The third one is the learning as socialization. Learning as socialization, learning is deeply embedded in social interaction and environmental context, or the process by which a person learns the norms, values, behaviors, and roles of their society through interaction with others. Next is enculturation. Enculturation, the process by which individuals learn the requirements of their surrounding culture and acquire values and behaviors appropriate for that culture. So enculturation, it is the process by which a person learn and adapt the culture they are born into, including its values, norms, language, and traditions. For example of enculturation, a child growing up in a Filipino family learns to celebrate fiestas, eat traditional foods like adobo, speak their local language, and show respect to elders. They are learned naturally through daily life at home and in the community. So, enculturation is basically how you become part of your own culture from a young age. Next is schooling and culture. Schooling and Schooling and culture school serves as cultural institutions that can both preserve traditional values, example bayanihan, and foster new ones interacting with local beliefs and social structures. So, schooling and culture, there are some example in school. Students learn not only academic subjects but also cultural values like discipline, respect, teamwork, and nationalism. For instance, singing the national anthem during flag ceremonies teaches students about patriotism and shared identity. So, schooling and culture is important because it helps pass on culture and prepare individuals to function in society. Next is culture, culture and ethnocentrism. Culture shared beliefs, values, and practices of group. So, for example, in culture is in a Filipino culture, our Filipinos celebrate as I've said earlier, the fiestas eat foods like adobo and sinigang, or in other, and show respect to elders by saying po and opo. That is our culture here in the Philippines. Next is ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism, it is based on judging another culture based on one's own standards. Next is the core areas of anthropology foundation. First one is the biological anthropology. Biological anthropology focuses on humans as biological organism. So, in these core areas of anthropology and foundation, the biological anthropology is the study of the biological and physical aspect of humans, including human evolution, genetics, and how humans adapt to different environments. Example, human evolution, human adaptation, then genetics. Genetics is the study of DNA, like that. Second one is cultural anthropology. So, cultural anthropology explores human culture, beliefs, customs, traditions, and values. So, meaning cultural anthropology is the study of the beliefs, practices, values, customs, and social behaviors or different cultures. Um, Cultural anthropology, it focuses on how people live, think, and organize their societies. So, for example here, a culture anthropologist might study how different communities celebrate weddings. For example, Filipino weddings often include traditions like the veil and the cord ceremony, while in other countries, wedding customs may be very different, like that. Third one is social anthropology. Social anthropology focuses on social relationship and institution. So, meaning, social anthropology is the study of how people live together in societies, focusing on their social relationship, di ba? Institution and patterns of behavior like family, politics, religion, and economy. So, for example of social anthropology, um, a social anthropologist may study how a community organizes family roles, like who makes decision in the household, like that, how children are raised or how elders are respected. So in short, social anthropology looks at how people interact and organize themselves in society. Next is archaeology. Archaeology investigates past human societies through materials remains. So, meaning archaeology is the study of past human life and cultures through the examination of artifacts, structures, fossils, and other physical remains left behind by people. So, example of archaeology, archaeologists dig up ancient tools, pottery, and ruins of old houses or temples. For instance, studying the remains of an old settlement can help explain how people live, what they eat, and how they built their communities thousands of years ago. In short, archaeology is about learning history by studying physical evidence left by past humans. Yun. Next is linguistics anthropology. So, linguistics anthropology examines language and its in culture. So, meaning, linguistic anthropology is the study of language, or it is used in different cultures and societies. It looks at how language reflects culture, the identity, and the social life. So the example, of this the example of linguistics anthropology. In linguistic anthropologists may study how Filipinos use different labels of language, such as speaking formally to elders, po and opo, as I've said earlier, and as casually with friends. They may also compare how different groups or how they may also compare how different groups use different languages or dialects like Cebuano, Tagalog, or Ilocano, Waray-Waray, and what this reveals about their culture. So in short, linguistic anthropology is about how language and culture are connected and how people use language in everyday life. Ayan, that's all our topic of Miss or Ma'am Kate Lauren Llamasares. Thank you for listening and God bless at all.